It's November 25th, 2017, and I'm interviewing Wilburn Earl Christian. Were you named after anybody?
My father,
What was his name?
WilburnChristianLifeVideo.
Okay. And where were you born?
Baghdad.
Where's Baghdad? Florida. And you were born when?
December 28, 1926.
1926. Okay. And the house that you were born in, it's still standing?
Yes,
Did you have brothers and sisters?
yes.
How many?
Had 6 brothers and 2 sisters.
Where did the boys all sleep?
We had our own little house. We slept in out in the backyard.
Did your father build it?
Yes,
What was his trade?
carpenter.
So he was able to build you a bunkhouse
Right.
for all you boys. And so did y'all all have chores to do around the house?
Just as sure as you woke up in the morning, you had a chore to do. I had to wash dishes, cook, scrub floors. We all work in the garden. We all had to work.
Which chore did you hate the most?
Washing dishes.
Did you have any games or anything y'all played?
Oh, we played all kind of games. Climb trees. And,
Did you have a zip line at one time?
yes, we had a zip line.
Tell me about it.
Ben, one of my older brothers, and Rachel, we called him Dago. And Raymond Presley, one of the neighborhood boys, got a cable and put it up in a tree and run it to another tree. We had a pipe on it. We would throw the pipe up and you get up in the tree and catch that pipe. And when you got ready to come down, you just grab that pipe and jump out and slide down that cable.
Did you ever get hurt?
All the time, yeah. Slide down, hit the tree, the bottom. We used to have a chutney. We called it a chutney. But my dad made us do away with it. Put a post in the ground and drill a hole down in the center of it and put a long, heavy board across it. And we'd get to spinning it and get on it. People got hurt on it too much.
Did you sit on it or stand on it?
No, you sat on it.
Kind of like a seesaw, except it spun.
Yeah.
Merry-go-round.
Yeah.
Okay. What were your Christmases like?
Oh, they was exciting. We enjoyed, we enjoyed the Christmas. We had a bucket, a lot of paper wadded up in the bottom, and a little bit of candy on the top. It made it look like you had a bucket of candy. It was all hard candy, and we all like that. And we have a couple of Roman candles, some firecrackers, and then we had all kind of fireworks. But we had orange and apple.
Mm-hmm. Did you put up a Christmas tree?
Every year, and it was a big tree. That house had a high ceiling, and it would touch the ceiling. They always got a fresh one every year. Never bought one.
Where'd you go to school?
Baghdad, Florida, and Milton, Florida.
What, is the same school that's still in Baghdad?
Yes,
That was the elementary school?
elementary school. It went through the 8th grade.
You didn't finish high school.
No,
What did you do?
when the Navy,
Do you remember how old you were when you went in the Navy?
either 16 or 17. I don't remember.
Somebody had to sign for you?
Yes,
How long were you in the Navy?
that I don't remember, 2 or 3 years. I know when the war was over and I had enough points, I got the heck out of it. But I had bad duty when I was in the Navy.
What's bad duty?
It's just everything I was in was bad.
And then when you came out of the Navy, what did you do?
Well, I went to watchmaker and jewelry making school,
Where was that?
Kansas City, Missouri.
Okay. What happened while you were in Missouri, Kay?
That's where I met your mother, and that's where I got married.
And so tell me about the boarding house and the landlady and all those.
The landlady, it was a 3-story building. She had her office. She was a chiropractor. She had an office on the ground floor, and she, by the way, that's where my first child was born, in that apartment house. Not in the apartment house at the hospital in Kansas City.
Your first child was born
Yeah.
there. Okay.
My daughter,
So you met your wife there, and she lived in the same apartment building?
yes,
What kind of courtship did you have?
not a real fancy courtship. I asked her to marry me, and she said yes. We got married.
Did you ever take her out on a date?
Yes, but I wound up drinking too much beer.
And she married you anyway?
Yeah,
Okay, so how did you wind up back in Baghdad?
and no other place to live besides Baghdad.
So you finished school and came back home?
Well, yes, came back home.
And where did you live then?
I rented a place in Baghdad till I bought this place here.
How much property did you buy?
40 acres.
You still have it?
Still have it.
And what happened to the original house?
After a few years, I tore it down.
Did you find anything interesting when you tore out the walls?
Yes, found where my oldest son put all of his failing paper.
Was there a hole in the wall?
Yeah. He'd come in and I never did see the papers until I found them in where he put them in that hole.
What was the house like?
It was a frame building with metal roof. Just old,
Up off the ground?
yes,
Did you have any livestock?
yes. Had hogs and cows. One time I had a lot of goats. I had those before I went to Kansas City.
You had them. What happened to them when you went to Kansas City?
Well, the guy was going to look after them for me. He was taking one and selling it every now and then, claiming they disappeared. And when he got back home, I only had a few left. And we had a stock lot stock could run loose. And they passed a law, the stock law, that where you had to get your stock up and put them in a pen. And so I got rid of everything I had.
Until you moved into your 40 acres.
Yeah. Well, I was living on the 40 acres back when the stock law went into effect.
Okay. Did you have any neighbors?
Not right close by, no.
What was the road like out?
It was a sand bed road.
What did you, I know you went to watchmaking school, but what was your profession?
I was a jeweler, watchmaker. I repaired jewelry, I set diamonds. Anything in the jewelry line I can do.
Excellent.
Besides engrave, I had an engraving machine. I could do a little hand engraving, but not enough to charge people for.
Where was your shop?
Had one in Pensacola on Romana Street, then on Valen Street, and then I had a store in Milton, downtown Milton, Christian and Frame Jewelers.
I've heard of that. Very nice. Excellent. I just wondered if you'd used all that talent.
Yes, that was my livelihood.
That's great. So you brought home all the talent and your wife. And that, your oldest daughter.
And did you work at home?
Some I did, yes. But then I worked in Pensacola on the street. I worked in the store in Milton.
But you had a bench at home.
Yeah,
Okay.
Tell me about it.
well, I pick up work and bring home and work at night at home, repairing watches or jewelry. And most of it I repaired in the shop. I had a shop in our old house. When I moved into the new house, I had my shop, still got it on the back porch. I call that the back porch.
Oh, okay.
So did you have a job aside from your jewelry store?
Yes, I worked at Monsanto, started out as Kim Strand, but they kept changing ownership, and it wound up Monsanto, and I retired from there.
How many years?
I think 29. I was the 106th person they hired. So my batch number was 107.
I'll be darned. That's great. How many children did you raise?
4.
Did you have one you liked better than the others?
No, I liked them all equally.
I just had to ask since you got one here sitting with us.
But you're recording it.
I know.
Tell us about the other 3.
Oh, they were what sweet as you.
Well, what was your first child's name?
Carolyn Lorraine,
Okay, who'd you name her after?
an old girlfriend.
Okay, and your
And
nephew?
then there was Richard, and I think Mom named him. And then Bob, Robert, and then Thomas.
Did you enjoy being a dad?
Oh yeah, I love my kids.
Oh, good.
Did you ever spank them?
I'll ask you.
It's on tape.
Yeah, I spanked them. I did.
Did you ever scare them out in the woods?
Yeah.
Tell us that story.
Well, my daughter, Carolyn, was taking her little brother, Richard, for a walk down the old road. And I went through the woods and head down there. I think I ran down and I made a noise. And my daughter said, "Shh, what was that?" I made a noise again. And she jumped straight up and turned around in the air, come back down and said, "Run, Dickie, run." I cut back through the woods and was back up here when they got here. I said, "Where's your little brother?" He was a little fella.
Oh.
She said, "Here he comes." I said, "Well, how come you run off and leave?" She would tell you there was a bear or something down there. I know that. They let him eat both of us.
So you like practical jokes, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Did you inherit that?
Huh?
Did you inherit that?
Oh, yeah. And my oldest son, Richard, he likes practical jokes. His wife was going to the hospital, and she had packed her suitcase to carry to the hospital,
Right.
and he put some place snakes in it. When she got there and opened it up, there was the snakes.
Oh, heavens. Was she going to the hospital to have a baby?
I don't remember. I think so.
When you were growing up, people didn't go to the doctors or the hospital much, did they? Unless you were literally falling apart.
That's right.
Like, yeah,
Those castor oil, black salt.
that's right. That's right. That's what Bo Roberts said. He said when he was little, every Saturday his mama lined them up and everybody had to get a teaspoon of castor oil because it kept everything working and everybody healthy.
I got a bottle on the back porch. Castor oil would just about make me throw up.
Yeah. But it kept everybody functioning correctly and healthy.
And I'd go to take a dose of castor oil. I was pretty good size, 10 or 12, 15. And I'd go on the back porch. I said, "Well, let me get out here in case I have to throw up." And Mother wouldn't be watching. I'd throw it under the back porch. And then I just gag, spit and sputter like I had taken.
You are a character.
So you fool her. Did she didn't know you were fooling her?
Well, she had her hands full, probably.
Oh, those boys.
Yeah, you betcha.
She sent me out one time to get a switch. She was going to give me a whipping. So I went out and got the switch off the plum tree, or peach tree. And then I took my knife and notched it about that far apart, all from one end to the other. You couldn't see I notched it. First time she hit me with it, it broke off the piece. And she was mad then. She went out and she ripped one off the tree and didn't cut it off. And so she walked me over with it. That was back after when I shot Daniel Pets.
Tell us that story.
Well, we had killed hogs that day. And when we killed hogs, we killed at least 6 of them. And we'd get some people to come in and help us to dip them and scrape them down or whatever. So Dad always gave the helpers some fresh pork, paid them to help us. It was a moonlight night and I'd gone somewhere, I don't know where. But come back in and the hogs was hanging in the smokehouse. It was freezing cold. Everything was frozen. And I saw down on the head, he was a tall black guy coming out the smokehouse put one of those hogs on your shoulder. I peeked on the window and Mother said, "Who is it?" I said, "It's me." I said, "Tell Daddy somebody's stealing one of the hogs out of the smokehouse." I said, "Damn it to God." And I don't know whether she handed me the pistol or he did. Said, the last thing said, "Don't shoot nobody, shoot over the head." When I shot to hit the booger and I hit him. And he yelled and threw that hog down and left. Never will forget my mother said, "Well, that boy shot somebody." And come out and we didn't have no flashlight. But the hog was laying out there by the fence. And we'll go up and we'll pay Rogers up, tell him to call Joe Allen. Joe Allen was the sheriff. He came down, he had a real long flashlight. Told him the story, shined it around, and he said, "Yeah, he hit him." Said, "Do you know who it was?" I said, "As light as it is from the moon, I think it was Daniel Bass." Went down to his house, and his front porch was real high off the ground. He saw on the steps, he said, "Yes, that's where he trailed himself in with drops of blood." But he yelled for him to come on out. Didn't hear no sign of life inside. He said, "Daniel, if you don't come on out, I'm going to come in there and get you." I said, I'm coming, Mr. Joe." He come on out and he said, "Are you hurt?" He said, "It's got me right here in my hip." Said, "But it went on through." He said, "I've taken care of it." He put, I think I said turpentine the other day, but it was pine oil, which is about the same thing, a little stronger. Said, "You want to go see a doctor?" I said, "No, it's all right." Said, "The bullet went on through a clean cut." So he said, well, you got your hog back. And Daniel said, "Mr. Wilson, I'm sorry." Said, "You was good to me and give me a hog head," because he made hog head cheese. Said, "You give me a hog head, and then I'd go up and steal from you." And so,
When you were still going to school that you hated, did you stop by somebody's house in the mornings on the way to school?
stopped by Abby's and Travis's house.
Anything happened there?
Yeah, they was getting ready to go to school, and she was fixed to iron her dress, and she still hadn't eaten breakfast. I told her to go ahead and iron her dress for her, and I got to talking and forgot what I was doing. Burned a big shape of iron in her dress. She had to wear the clothes she wore the day before to school. So.
Did she ever forgive you?
Oh yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah, but she reminds me of it. A bunch of the boys, we'd come home from the war. Mm-hmm. We wanted to go down to Garcon Point and camp down there for a week. Mm-hmm. So we got this guy to carry us down there in this little truck he had. It was cut down into a pickup, and I bought it from him. He wanted $90 for it, so I said, he said, "You're going to have to carry me back home." I said, "I'll carry you back home in the morning." And so next morning I got up, brought him back home, gave him $90, drove the truck. I drove it for a long time. And
Did you ever work for the government?
yes, I was in the NYA, National Youth Administration.
Okay.
I learned to weld, and I worked in the shipyards. I worked in Panama City. Wainwright Shipyard, I think in Mobile, and Smith Shipyard in Pensacola. They had a shipyard there, building Army tugs. But I was a good arc welder. And let's say I worked in Lakeland as a welder, making tanks, Army tanks.
For the Army tanks.
And but I didn't work at that very long. I came back to Pensacola to the shipyard.
What kind of Sunday dinners did your mama cook?
She always come home from church and she brought the damn preacher with her. and his family, and go out there and kill that rooster. And we'd kill a chicken and she'd get them fried up, and he'd always get the choice pieces of the chicken. That's the reason I don't like preachers.
There you go.
What would you change if you had to do it all over?
Nothing.
Okay, and what branch of the armed services were you in?
Navy.
The Navy? Were you drafted or did you enlist?
Enlisted.
And where were you living at that time?
In Baghdad.
And why did you join?
Because my brother's friend in there, and I joined to help them.
And why did you pick the Navy? Because of them?
Yes.
What do you remember about your first days in the Navy?
I didn't like it.
Where did you go for boot camp?
Great Lake, Illinois,
What time of year was it?
in the wintertime.
What was it like at Great Lakes in the wintertime?
Freezing.
You weren't used to that, were you?
No,
And what kind of things did you do at boot camp?
well, they got you up too doggone early in the morning, and you had to get out and march and drill and run and fire guns and a little bit of everything. Climb up ropes, and just wasn't a pleasant time.
So it was pretty rough at boot camp.
Yes,
Were your instructors tough on you?
yes.
So how did you manage to get through it?
Just toughed it out.
So which wars were you in?
World War II.
Okay. And whereabouts did you serve?
Well, after boot camp, they shipped me to the West Coast, to California. Excuse me. They put me on the Bunker Hill aircraft carrier until they got hit with 2 suicide planes and 2 bombs. 4 hits. And most of the guys I went through boot camp with were killed aboard the carrier.
Where were you when they hit?
I was on the fantail.
So I guess that was a safer place?
Well, you couldn't throw your greasy rags overboard during the daytime. And my chief and I, we had gone back to the fantail to carry some rags back to be thrown over by another crew at night time. And while we were back there, we were hit. It felt like the ship was just picked up and shook.
Did it knock you down?
It didn't knock me down, but I went over the side.
You went in the water?
Yes. Nothing.
Hadn't heard that before. Thank goodness you could swim.
Oh, always heard if you went over the fantail, the screws would pull you in. But when I hit the water, me and the chief both went over. I never have seen him since. He didn't die, but he got injured somehow when he hit the water. But I felt like you can imagine a sock in a washing machine. I felt like and when I came up, the ship was a long ways from me. And I said, Lord, they know what I'm out here, but there was a lot of servicemen in the water. They had a destroyer picking us up and putting us aboard the hospital ship. They check us out, and if you was able-bodied, which I was, they put you right back on the ship.
How long did y'all fight the fire?
All the way back to Pearl Harbor.
So you never actually put it out till...
Not all of it, no. See, we've also, all the planes was loaded with ammunition, and they was going to make another strike on Okinawa or Iwo Jima, I don't remember which one now. But when the planes come over, they drop their bombs, and then they just peel over and go back in the ship. All those airplanes, we lost all of our planes. So all the planes were lost. The pilots were in the ready room getting their final instructions before they were to take off. And most of them were killed because one of the bombs went through the ready room.
How many men were lost total, do you know?
Well, the paper said something like 4, I don't remember. It was a lot lesser amount than what we really lost because we lost all of our pilots. We had a CAP flying the task force, and we had but there was pilots from other carriers was flying it. So the only pilots we saved from the Bunker Hill was a couple that was flying a CAP.
How many days out were you from Pearl Harbor?
Well, we were about 3 days.
Wow.
We lost control of the ship. And they had bombers standing by to sink us, so the Japanese could not capture the ship. And I think it's going again.
But you made it to Pearl Harbor?
Yeah.
And then, once you got there, did the Bunker Hill ever get repaired and get returned to the fleet?
Yes, but it wasn't used as an aircraft carrier. It was used as a troop ship.
Transport ship, right.
Transport ship.
Mm-hmm.
What can you tell us about Pearl Harbor? They've been so horribly bombed.
One of my brothers, he was stationed in Pearl Harbor.
Which one? Dago?
He was there on December the 7th?
Yeah. So he come to the ship. He hadn't had a family out there that he stayed with some. And he went out and met them. And in fact, I ate a meal with them. And when it come time for me to be discharged, they was going to send me to Jacksonville to be discharged. And I got them to discharge me at Lido Beach, Long Island, New York. And I stayed up there for a couple of weeks and then hitchhiked home it took me longer to come from Jacksonville to Baghdad hitchhiking than it did from New York to Jacksonville.
Oh my goodness. Did you serve on 4 ships?
No, to
2 ships.
Bunker Hill and the USS Zellers.
Okay. Got it. And the Zellers, you weren't on there very long.
No,
Okay. You ran for the school board and you were on the school board. Now that's not something the average person does. What inspired you to serve your community? Oh, you're pointing at Carolyn? Because you wanted her to have a good school? Well, there you go, the love of a father.
What was the campaigning like? How did you go about that?
just got out and knocked on doors and asked people to vote for me. And I like 35 votes, beat my 2 opponents in the first primary. So I had to run it off with the incumbent.
Mm-hmm.
But people was good to me.
That's wonderful. I bet you did a good job. I bet you were very conscientious, huh?
No, I think I was a real lucky person.
Yes.
Saw a lot, did a lot, and
Married a beautiful woman.
a good woman.
Yeah, and you got beautiful kids. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
I was talking to Dago a couple of days ago, and he said for 95 years he didn't have no regrets. He said he had a good life.
And sounds like the same for you, only 90 instead of 95.
You're 91 in a month.
Are you surprised that you've lasted this long?
I thought I'd been gone a long time ago.
And here you are, and we're so glad you're here. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Signing off.